NBC Network Television premiere.
It's not that he's a drunk or anything. It's just that he has a few in it. Turns me off. I want to submit to him in the classic feminine sense, totally. It's just that when I think of him with that other woman, I go cold. I even gave up smoking for him. Not that he asked me. I just thought it would be a kind of sacrificial act of giving. I started chewing matchwoods. Instead, I am up to 6 packs a day.
I resent Nick for this new hang-up.
Oh, I have a right to a few character deformities of my own, right? I mean, I'm a minister's daughter. How perfect can you get? Sometimes at night after this, sexual lovemaking, I act out. I do resent Nick and the Padre. Do you think Kate's asthma attacks are her unconscious way of getting back at Nick and me?
Beth, we've talked about your daughter's asthma.
Just for once, couldn't I get a yes or no answer?
Nick, what kept you? You know, we should be in there waiting for them.
Who's them? Who's them?
The creative committee. Come on. How's the stuff look? Good, huh?
I'm not supposed to like it, Ty. You are. You ordered it.
How can I miss? Lutz thinks that Norman Rockwell should be hanging in the Louvre.
Yeah. Hold that way.
Hey, if you can slip it in somehow, would you mind telling Lutz that you went to Amherst?
Oh, for
Look,
crying
I know
out
you didn't
loud.
go to Amherst. The old man got an honorary degree there.
Forget it. You're going to gamble everything on talent?
Nick always wanted to be an artist. But the real thing, I mean, he didn't study for 4 years in Paris to end up doing crummy layouts for hemorrhoid lotion.
It was the Padre that fixed him. He had this pulpit principle about the work ethic. Art is frivolous. It's the hippies' way of escaping the jungle code of fang and claw. If Nick's art were any good, it would sell toothpaste. That was Daddy's condition for my hand in marriage. Oh, can you imagine? I was negotiable.
Presently, a film of dark smoke appears above one of those remote points. Instantly, a Negro drayman, famous for his quick eye and prodigious voice, lifts up the cry, "Steamboat a-comin'!" Scene change. Town drunkard stirs. Clerks wake up. A furious clatter of drays follows. Every house and store pours out a human contribution, and all in a twinkling, that town is alive.
Howdy, Robert.
Trays, cars,
Don't get
men,
up.
boys, all go
Finish
hurrying
lunch
from
or
many
get
quarters
cold.
to a common center, the wharf. Assembled there, the people fasten their eyes upon the coming boat and
Morning.
wonder.
Morning. This isn't the day for eggs, is it?
Well, hens don't know sewing days, just laying.
She is long
Besides,
and sharp and
you can use an extra dozen.
Robert worries about the cholesterol.
top chimneys.
My W?
Sure. A fanciful pilot house, all glass and gingerbread, perched on top of the
Maggie.
deck behind them. Paddle boxes are gorgeous, with a picture of gilded rays above the boat stain. The boiler deck, the hurricane deck.
The same two
and the
that were here
deck
yesterday?
are benches
George and Evelyn
ornamented
Trelawney.
with clean white
He was
rails.
with the State Department, a
There is
consular
black
official in Spain, I believe he
light
said.
on the deck stand.
They'd make nice neighbors with him. And with Robert's interest in the history of diplomacy.
They're old. They're neither ripe for the house, nor for you.
It's been empty so long. Surely you can use the money.
House ain't meant for profit. It's meant for whelping a bit.
With a bit of pitch pine just before arriving at town.
The house will give me a sign
While groups of the folks
when the right kind of folks come asking for it. Who is it?
Hi. Aren't you early? I thought Thursday was Miss Abrams and right after school.
Mom, do I have to take piano lessons?
It was your idea in the first place, and you've been doing so beautifully.
It scares me going there.
Scares you?
Walking those 3 blocks from the bus stop to West End.
But you've been walking that way for more than a year now.
Well, I could cut it when it was a dime a block, but they raised it to a quarter. The blades. It's for protection.
You mean that you have to pay a street gang not to harass you?
Mother, you know that. I've told you.
When? When did you tell me?
Whatever I say just goes by you. You're either on your way to your shrink or coming back.
Did I ever tell you that I am a nape of the neck man? Your ordinary run-of-the-mill sex fiends go for earlobes or dimpled knees or D-cups that runneth over. Me, Constantine, nape of neck man.
Don't you think that these martini lunches with a Thai bar are getting a bit out of hand?
Like Thomas Jefferson, who was in the most scintillating of company when he dined alone, I am my own best drinking buddy. I know I should have called. I'm sorry.
How many did you have? Oh. You better get yourself to bed.
I told Ty I was through.
You did what?
As of today, I am no longer Lutz, Mandrake, Plimpton, and Reeves' top cartoonist.
You might have discussed it with me.
Oh, honey, we've been discussing my doing some serious painting for 3 years now. Van Eyck or a Rembrandt somehow managed to struggle along without selling clog shoes for the Dutch equivalent of LMP and R. All right, I'm not in their league, but I gotta believe I'm better than what I'm doing. You did once.
Well, I still do, but...
All we gotta do is Lower our lifestyle a little.
Lower our lifestyle. Look around you. You got 5 locks on the door. The lady downstairs got mugged in the elevator, and Kate is afraid to walk 3 blocks to her piano lesson.
I'll tell you where we can cut down. We can cut down on that cockamamie shrink of yours at $60 an hour.
Don't start that again. I am on the verge of a breakthrough with Dr. K-Backer, and
You have been on the verge of a breakthrough for 3 years
it.
now. And frankly, I don't think you're going to score one until K-Backer pays for his sauna.
Stop it, please! Stop it!
Get the medic. You're all right. It's all right.
Darling, it's going to be all right. There you go. You okay?
Hello. Yes, speaking. When did it happen? Yes, of course I'll tell her. Thank you. It's your father.
Let us pray. Lord Jesus Christ, by the 3 days you lay in the tomb, you made holy the graves of all who believe in you. Even though their bodies lie in the earth.
Did you catch his name?
Whose name?
The minister's. Did you remember what he said?
Nothing disrespectful.
Why can't I feel anything, Dr. K-Backer? Only fear.
What instruments of vengeance are left him, Beth? He's dead.
I hated him.
Locusts, thunderbolts, migraines.
A faithless husband.
I, Lawson Colby, being of sound and disposing mind and memory, and not acting under duress, menace, fraud, or undue influence of any person whatever, do make, publish, and declare this my last will and testament in the manner of following, that is to say, I bequeath to my daughter, Beth Constantine, the following.
It wasn't Father's death that brought you and me closer together. It was the money he left us.
Someone who preached against the degradation money and idleness brings, your father certainly invested well. Blue chips, glamour issues, even some flyers into harness racing and sugar contracts. A nice estate even after taxes.
Are we really rich now, Daddy?
Well, let's just say we're a little freer.
Free enough for me to have a horse?
Oh, sure, in our apartment in New York. Remember what the doctor said about pets?
Dumb doctor.
What do we do with the money?
Daddy, a bridge!
Shall we cross it?
Not cross something called Lost Whistle Bridge? Get in. Flemish landscape.
Hello? You folks lost?
I guess we took a wrong turn.
Not hard for a person to do, this side of the last whistle.
Well, we're glad we did. It's beautiful here. Is this your land?
Yeah? It pleases me that you like it.
How come you don't use machinery?
Against the ways.
Religious ways?
No, just tradition. Tractors and such like wouldn't give us a chance to do it together. Seeding the ground is an act of love. Has to be done with the hands.
What do you plant?
Corn.
Hey, how about you want to get the beer tonight? Oh, sure.
I want to get the church behind you. Let's go. Are we in focus?
We are.
That's good. Would you like to live out here? Oh, look over there. Look at that. How do you like that one? This is beautiful.
Aren't these houses marvelous? Look at them. Let's go across over here.
It's neat here. It's pretty.
Look, Averill Penrose, 1811. Harper Penrose, 1709. William Penrose, 1668.
Everyone a Penrose?
Neat. It's a haunted house. Mom, you going in?
Oh, it's empty. Let's go in.
Beth? Look. Fantastic, and almost 200 years old.
Wouldn't it be fun to pick up a place like this?
On arriving at the lodgings of his three friends, D'Artagnan found them assembled in the same chamber. Athos was meditating. Porthos was twisting his moustache. Aramis was saying his
Three
prayers
Musketeers?
in a charming little book of hours bound in blue velvet.
What do you say we ask?
Adieu, gentlemen.
Any friend of Dumas Père would make a terrific neighbor.
Tell me is worth the trouble. Or else, I warn you, I will not pardon you for making me come here instead of...
Yes, who is it? We were wondering about the house across the street. Interested in it, are you? Yeah.
It's not for sale. It's a wonderful old house. But the plumbing's bad. And the roof leaks. And the owner refuses to sell.
You know where the owner is?
I'm sorry, but it wouldn't do any good, believe me.
Well, look, in case he changes his mind, here's our number in New York. Thank you. Bye.
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 It's sort of a Brigadoonish type place. You know, a place frozen in time. No fast food joints, no neon signs. Can you imagine sitting with those good, simple people, talking? I mean, discussing things that really matter.
City mice into country mice, is that it? What would Nick do? Plant corn? What would you do? Have you thought about that? Oh, they're terrific.
You notice anything peculiar about them?
Peculiar?
Here in the graveyard. In the common where I snapped Kate with a lamb. Here in the field where they were plowing.
That old woman in black with a white thing on her head.
In every picture. Do you remember seeing her?
No.
Hello? Yep, speaking. Could you, hold on 1 second, please? It's a Maggie Dodd in Cornwall Combe. Are we still interested in the house?
Are we?
I don't believe it. You? A coffee table book?
Yes. Full of sketches of rural American life, you know, New England barns, tools, customs, country lore, that kind of thing. With a text to explain it all.
You know, barns and cow chips don't exactly go over like sex-starved nymphettes in a little bondage.
Look, David, I know...
You look, I didn't say no. It's liable to end up at Knopf, and I'm back to dust jacket blurbs. I'll need a complete outline and a complete series of sketches.
You got it. Thanks, friend.
You know, Nick, it wouldn't hurt if you could uncover some gothic horror. A nice axe murder. A little incest, maybe.
In Cornwall Combe?
Why not?
Come on. Now, remember what we promised ourselves. We don't go any higher than 42.5.
We are never going to get it for that.
Yeah, what's say, ladies? What's say? Look here what I got for ya. I got egg details. Egg details. Eat them eggs nice and tender. Come on, have a look now. Look at this, ladies.
Good morning. Mr. and Mrs. Constantine, Robert.
Hello?
You've come about the house, have you? Would you know where the owner might be?
The widow Fortune's expecting you.
Thank you. That's the woman that was in those photos.
It certainly is.
Huh. Look at that. Grace Everdeen was either the village punch or its first woman's liver.
Why?
Oh, look where she's buried. Miss Fortune. I'm Nicholas Constantine. This is my wife, Beth. We were told that you...
You've got the house. It's with her. You can call me that. What about the price? It'll suit you. $30,000 and no dickering.
To tell you the truth, Mrs. Fortune.
Widow. You were set on going higher? I got my price. I've been told you got a young one. Yeah. The Combe could use some new bloodlines.
Well, how would Greek suit you, widow?
Well, in hard times, one can't be too particular. Now into the trap, the both of you, and we'll seal all this over a cup of tea. Never was blessed with children myself, last in my line. My husband Clem's been dead for many years. I stop by and see him every day, lay a strand of corn silk on his grave. How's your young one doing?
Oh, Kate's fine, except for she has asthma attacks.
Well, we'll have to cure that, won't we? Yeah, come on. Come on. You be a good girl. Don't you go wandering off by yourself again. Come on. In you go. Brown Swiss. Descended from the first herd brought from Switzerland to New England most 3 centuries ago. Hog. Slaughtered it myself last week. Most peculiar thing. Hog had 2 stomachs. Guess what I found in one of them? A collar button. Wouldn't you call that an augury? Of course you would. Anybody would. You know, if you cock your head just right, you can hear the corn growing. Come on, get your cup of tea. One of my sidelines. Collecting things. Wonderful. Another one of my sidelines. Uniforms, my husband's. Plumb forget where the bonnet came from.
She's quite a drugstore.
Oh, only one in these parts. But I don't do tuna fish sandwiches. Sit you down. You better get that tea yet. Weber's English. Not a 2B, Weber's. 1B. Send to London for it, Fortnum and Mason. Seems they don't carry a 1B in this country. Everything has a use. Spills for the fire, maybe flyers for my straw men. Oh, Beth, did you help me with the cups? Clem gave them to me. First year we was married. Whole set of them. Not a chip in them.
What about school?
School? What do you want with learning? Except for a bit of reading and writing, ain't nothing the land can't teach you.
Well, can the land teach her algebra or Shakespeare's sonnets?
Well, with all that calculating and rhyme, help her carry a child? Lots of different education you're set on. There's a high school in Saxony on the far side of the river. Hardly anyone from the Combe ever goes there, except worthy peasant or paper boy. That kind of learning's scant in the village.
What about a doctor?
You're looking at one. Anything that ails you to a cow's colic. Of course, you want to pay for common poultices. You can find them in Saxony, too. All a person needs is right here in the Combe. And maybe then some.
How you doing?
Turn
Some of it on that one.
Look at me. I'm plastering like a pro.
In New York, you'd be on the hotline for help with an ice tray.
And look what's happened to that sickly daughter of ours.
Always plant chamomile next to an alien plant. Then you put in garlic to keep away the bugs. But mind, don't let it flower.
You know something? She beats Dr. Taban.
And at half the price.
They were brought over from England in the 1600s by a Cornish farmer, the founder of the village.
Named Penrose, no doubt.
Yeah. All the seasons, oh, they're lovely. Maine's more in the seasons. It's a way of life.
There's plowing day, planting day, spring festival. Oh, and then there's Agnes Fair on Midsummer's Eve. According to legend, old Agnes blighted the crop and refused to quit until the people of Cornwall held a fair in her honor. Oh, and then there's the biggest day of all, when the corn is done and the harvest is in and folks can relax and count their blessings.
Time of joy and celebration.
Yeah, it's called Harvest Home.
Beth, you spent your entire 50 minutes talking about Cornwall Combe.
Did I?
Yeah.
Worthy. What's the big headline? Sadie the Sow, mother of quintuplets?
Your father here? Widow said he could use another hand. Oh, I've been to school in Saxony, but that's only 30 miles off.
Want another sandwich, Worthy?
No.
Here, have some more lemonade.
Okay. What's it really like outside the Combe?
Well, you'll find out soon enough when you go to agricultural college.
Me?
Why not?
My folks would never see to that. That's against tradition.
They talk about farming like it's a part of you.
Oh, it is. Right now, I know more about growing corn than any of them around here. Why, with machinery, I could double the yield. But that'd be going against the ways.
You mean they'd stop you from doing something for their own good? That's really dumb.
I got a tractor. I can take the whole motor apart and put it back together again. That tractor can do the work of 10 men, be the salvation of the whole town. Them in harrows.
Are you preaching sedition then, Worthy?
I'd best be getting home.
Coming back tomorrow?
Yeah. Worthy's a likely lad. Good as they come, better than most. He'll make a good farmer one of these days.
Seems as if he wants to be a better one than they'll let him be.
Well, only gets himself into trouble. Folks don't like newfangled ways around here.
Why should the village stand in the way of a kid who just wants to try to improve things?
Improve things? Why should the Combe want improving when it's already just the way we like it?
Cut it out.
You know what? All the time he was working, she kept bringing him sandwiches every 15 minutes.
The Worthy kept eating them. That's the amazing part. Did you see those combinations? Bologna and quince jelly, yeah. Yuck.
Flirting with him outrageously. Our skinny Kate. You know, I have missed 3 therapy sessions
And I haven't had to call Dr. Taybacker even once.
You've also stopped taking your sleeping pills. And Kate hasn't had a wheeze of asthma since we got here. This keeps up, we're all going to break out in terminal health.
You know what, El Greco?
What?
I think this is going to work.
Thank you.
Use some stamps today?
No, thanks, Tamar. I've got all I can use.
I sincerely hope not.
Died a drink.
What he ate?
Yeah. Fell off a barn. Secretary's been here since 1640. Seen a lot of folks.
One of your ancestors, Amos?
Yeah. Gwydion Penrose died 1668. Fought Indians in them days. His house, post offices now, built for defense. When Redskins finally broke in, Gwydion's long gone. Had trapdoor on the floor. Escape tunnel, run clear across the common, but come up the root cell of his barn.
Where the church is now?
Yeah.
Tunnel from the post office, huh?
Still there.
No kidding.
You, all those years ago, just runs right through there. Just comes right up in there. Root cell of that bomb.
Gray 70. Why is this one on unhallowed ground?
Suicide, said.
Over what?
Some folks got long noses.
Nick Constantine, what you doing in Stokes' Lonesome?
Afternoon, widow.
Got no spirit. Only lines. the passing years you miss 'em. When you get old as that wood, you'll be feeling like you'll never get old.
What's an art critic doing hiding out in these parts?
Next time you want to draw, stick to the combe. You're part of it now. Handel sees his wife.
Give it a try.
I got a right to set me traps in them woods. And I ain't scared of no soakses. Not you, nor your ghost.
Oh, shut up. Get on home. Soakses, you got no more right to them woods than Jack Stumpton or anybody else.
You were poaching my land, Widow. If you don't keep him away, I won't answer to what's going to happen. Come on, boys.
What was that?
Tobacco, Scott. But moonshine's where they make the money. A dozen more of them at home, all meaner than the last.
Is it really a ghost?
A revenue man disappeared in the lonesome, looking for that still. Supposed to be his ghost that haunts the woods. Likely a tale the Soaks has made up to scare folks off.
Didn't bother the peddler enough to keep him out of there.
Jack Stump's heart in the right place. It's his tongue that's an affliction. Soakses are a bad crowd. He'll pay for it yet. Kate! Leave it be, Nick. Appears like she's going somewhere. Heading for the Pettinger place, I'd say. Didn't I tell you the boy took a hop?
She's a sickly 15-year-old kid.
Oh, fool. Sickly. Will soon be fit for the rest of us. Comes a time, Nick Constantine, when you gotta let go.
Coming, Ma!
Mama? Waddy, where's your father? I want him to clean out the spring. Cows will die before he does it.
I'll go find Pa. If it had a pump, your back wouldn't go out cleaning it.
Yep. It's against the ways.
Oh, yeah. Everything that makes some kind of sense is against the ways. Leave it, Pa. I'll do it tonight when I get back from my work. You just tell Ma it's done. Something wrong?
Not working right.
Oh, yeah? Let's look, see. Looks fine to me.
Maybe it's stiffened from a plow horse. There isn't anything wrong with it. I was just hanging around, waiting for you. Aren't you going to say something?
I was just thinking whether I like it or not.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you do around here besides watching the corn grow?
Oh, Agnes Fair coming up. Tain't Coney Island, maybe. But I reckon it'd keep you from nodding off. Want an apple?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Keeps the flies away, you know what I mean?
So he gets the good of the cream. And you help him. Sarah, pull your skirt down.
Beth, why don't you let Worthy show you and Kate around, and I'll keep busy with this, okay?
Okay.
Corn liquor's as good as it was last year? I hope so.
You got it, Roy. Let me have some business.
Last year you said I wasn't thinking about it. I'm thinking of now. Take the money, Roy. Don't be getting on one point of hope. How long we sell more than this?
And that would be just fine.
Mighty fine boy.
I mean that too. It's really good. I went to the clinic. Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I can do in that Nick's fine. Mighty fine boy.
Jimmy, I mean, that's really good. I went to the clinic.
Yeah, that's what I can do. That's what I can do.
You can sew, can't you, dear?
Less moonshine money can buy. Go ahead. Mama won't mind. They got her quilting.
Watch there, ladies. Watch there. Look here what I got for you. Finest little kitchen helper in the world. Guaranteed to do 12. Count them 12 different jobs. This here's...
I catch you in them woods again, peddler. You won't have the use of a spieler for your goods.
What happened in there this morning, Jack?
The strangest thing as I ever hoped to see. And I seen it with these here 2 eyes.
What did you see?
A ghost. A ghost that was dead and now's come alive. A living ghost as sure as I'm sitting here. And it was screaming. Yeah.
Come on, Roy. Come on.
Pin him. Hold him down.
Roy, get him down.
You got him, Roy. Come on, Roy. Okay, Justin, come on, get in there. Come on, Lord. Get down there. Get down. Watch your legs. Watch your legs. Come on, Roy. You got him. You got him. Oh, no, Justin. Oh, get him down. You got him in that half dozen. He's down. All right, Justin, you got him, baby. Down, Justin. Watch out for his legs. Watch out for his legs. Watch out. You were talking.
The girls always make over the harvest, Lord. Is that another local custom?
A very old one. It goes back to Cornwall, or even to pre-Christian times. The harvest, Lord, is kind of a male symbol of the community. It's quite an honor, actually. But more than that, it's enormously profitable. The man chosen may be a complete failure as a farmer. But the whole village pitches in to give his fields special care. They repair his fences, build new barns, dig new wells. Anything that will assure a successful 7 years of his reign.
Believing that as he prospers, so will they. They're choosing the new harvest, Lord, today. Everyone says it'll be Jimmy Minerva.
Hey, yeah. That's him. The blonde lad with Elsie Thompson. That's our Jimmy.
Think you're gonna whip Justin, Jimmy?
We'll be spitting my dust.
Oh, it's the plowing contest. Look good? He's gonna win.
Lord, what that boy's doing with it. Not right. Let's have a horse.
You cheated. That's against the ways.
It's not fair. But I'll beat him at the pole shitting. Can't use his tractor there.
No way at all.
Weather's good, boy. Got some strange ideas, all.
I don't think the boy's ideas are strange, Constable.
Round here they are.
Calling me. Gracie, you were calling me.
Grace Everdeen?
Never could have done, Gracie. In person, she come to grief.
She was such a good girl. Why'd she commit suicide?
Ask your friend, the widow. She knows more about how folks die around here than I do.
Ah, don't blame yourself. Kate got too excited, that's all.
Them and their ways. What for my dad, I don't believe this coon today, doggone if I would.
Break Kate's heart?
Oh, I guess I ought to give that some consideration, oughtn't I? I want that on my conscience. Oh.
Sleeping now.
Probably the nostrum the widow gave her.
You have a nostrum for everything in that black bag of hers.
We're having sherry, Nick.
Something a little stronger. How about you, Robert?
Thanks, Nick. I'm fine.
Well, I guess I better get you home too, darling.
Now, wait a minute. I know I'm in a rotten mood, but it's been a crazy day, and I'd like to talk about it.
The widow saved Kate's life today. Did either one of us think to thank her?
Don't you think I'm grateful?
What is it you really resent, Nick? Is it your 20th century helplessness when Kate was stricken? While the witch of Endor reached into her black bag and effected a miracle cure?
Maybe it is hard to accept. All of it. The killing that sheep with a sickle. That demented kid smearing blood all over Worthy's face. The whole primitive circus.
They roast a lamb at Agnes Fair every year. How do you suppose animals get slaughtered?
Well, not with a cheering audience and a prepubescent pagan princess.
Oh, Nick, come on.
No, it's true. Missy is odd. But she's the one who chooses the Harvest Lord.
Because she has the sight. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
You spent all those years with Robert upstate while he was teaching you. You've got a degree in biology from Radcliffe. You want me to believe that you accept this local voodoo?
You forget I was born in the Combe.
cocoa? Isn't it going well?
Oh, I've been trying to put some of it down. I think if I ever sent it off to Dave Atwell, he'd think I was on a mescaline trip.
Nick, the widow wasn't there.
I know. Beth? Let's go down to the river. We'll get Amos Penrose's boat and a bottle of wine, and we'll drift down to the cove, just the two of us, huh?
Oh, you're absolutely mad. You know what time it is?
Look at how I'm... All right. It's crazy. So what? Do it anyway for me, huh? I don't give a damn what Maggie Dodd says. I need something to rinse the taste of Agnes Fair out of my mouth.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Well, let's go. What kind of wine goes with drifting down?
Oh, come on.
Chateau Neuf.
Beautiful. Yes. Oh, darling, it's been so long. For the first time in my life, I'm beginning to feel right about myself. Stronger. More at peace. As if I'd finally begun to discover that I belong to something.
You belong to me.
That's true. If there is something more, belonging to something bigger, to a way of life that's finally right for both of us. I want another baby, Nick.
We're both pushing.
I'm not too old. And it's a chance to start again.
Until we get it right. That part I like.
The house was meant to whelp a baby.
Honey, you had a tough enough time with Kate. The doctor warned us about another pregnancy.
Widow has an elixir.
She's gonna fix it for us, huh? Look, I don't doubt that her arcane majesty can cure cancer with bat guano, but I did not turn out to pasture to become Father of the Year.
You have your work. What about mine?
I can't believe this is you talking. Motherhood? That's your idea of fulfillment? What's left over for us?
A baby is our harvest. As the corn is the earth.
This child you claim you need so desperately. Who would we be having it for? Us or the widow?
But the Rabshka said to them,
Has my master sent me to speak these words to your master and to you, and not to the men sitting on the wall, who are doomed with you to eat their own dung and to drink their own urine? Then the Rabshka stood and called out in a loud voice in the language of Judah, Hear the word of the great king, the king of Assyria. Thus says the king, Do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you out of my hand. Do not let Hezekiah make you to rely on the Lord by saying, The Lord will surely deliver us, and this city will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Do not listen to Hezekiah, for thus says the king of Assyria, Make your peace with me and come out to me, then every one of you will be able to eat of his own vine, and every one of his own fig tree, and every one of you will drink the water of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of olive trees and honey, that you may live and not die.
Well, look who's here. Come on in, make yourself at home.
Thank you. Another custom?
One of the deepest significance. No women allowed.
Hurry up, Robert.
Now you've been church, you doubtless will be planting corn next. You buying?
You're looking at the last of the big-time spenders.
Fry whiskey. Hold the water.
How about you, Robert?
Scotch, thanks.
Justin?
I'm all right, thank you.
I'll make up for you.
Oh.
Jack?
A cider.
I don't know about corn, Amos, but I can think of a lot of other subjects I'd like to discuss with you.
For that book you scripted. I'm only the bell ringer. Told you, you want a history lesson? Talk to the widow.
Would she know as much as you do about Gracie Everdene's grave, buried in unhallowed ground and condemned to perdition?
Don't worry about it, Nick. You're just a newcomer who rattled the skeleton.
Is that out of bounds?
Let's just say that there are some areas of research that are better left untapped.
If Sophie's looking for a new dress, got some mighty lofty goods. Jack. And there's needle and thread and pins galore if she's got a mind to do her own sewing. Aye.
Use them yourself, Bette. Use them to zip your lip.
Maybe I ought to zip. Because if I didn't, I bet I could tell us some mighty funny doings in them woods. That's the love, and it's what we do best.
Get your brothers and let's go home.
Colorado Prince, on me! That's what they are. Yeah. What's that right to say?
This is a warning. At your peril, keep out.
They left that in one of me traps. It ain't gonna keep me out of them woods, ghost or no ghost.
Whoa, whoa.
Brawling in the streets and on the Sabbath.
He keeps talking about that ghost he saw.
In the lonesome.
It's true, it howls like a banshee. Oh, there stands your hair on end.
Mr. Constantine's doing a chronicle on the Combe. You don't want him to believe that silly tale. Your ears and mouth will get you in trouble. Someday, Jack Stump.
Hi, Worthy. And how's the young lord today, Prithee? Make up your mind yet?
About what?
About what? The corn maiden, of course. The young lord who gets to pick her.
Don't call me that.
But you've been chosen.
Chosen for what? To hang around this stupid town another 7 years.
How can you talk like that?
Very easy. It's how I feel.
It's against the ways.
You too? When you first came to the Combe, this was all a big joke to you.
That's before I understood what it means to be harvest lord.
All it means is 7 more years. I got no say in my own life.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Worthy Pettinger. The people in the Combe gave you their highest honor. How dare you belittle it?
Well, maybe I ain't no Jimmy Minerva. Whim. Mr. Constantine?
Aye, Worthy. I take it you just as soon that Mr. you'd chosen Jimmy Minerva.
I'll never get to Agri College now. I'm never going to get further than Lost Whistle Bridge.
Well, if you feel that strongly, why don't you just resign?
Resign? No one's ever done that. Not ever. No. Not only would my folks lose all the benefits, they'd be disgraced. Couldn't do that to my father. Too many of those slate tiles are broken up there, Mr. Constantine. They're going to have to be replaced if you don't want that roof to leak. Now, there's a lady over to Saxony who's got a whole bunch from a shed that collapsed. I'd be glad to go for you. But neither the young lord nor the harvest lord are allowed to set foot outside the Combe.
Tradition.
Sound like Cornwall Combe.
Give a person a chance, Mrs. O'Byrne. I'll get the hang of it.
They don't welcome folks from this side of the river. The only one I ever did meet was the Everdeen girl.
Grace Everdeen?
Yeah. Stayed here all summer some years back. Poor thing. Some love affair gone wrong with a man in the village. Well, the good Lord only knows what he saw in Gracie. Ungainly thing she was.
What happened to her?
Just up and left. Met the young man at the bridge one night. Next day, she was gone. Not a word, nothing. Didn't even bother to collect her belongings. Often wondered what become of her. Best not keep you any longer. Looks like a nor'wester. Scrambled eggs, darling?
Just coffee.
Is there something wrong?
Wrong?
Well, you, tossed and turned all night, and you look off.
Okay. Coming back from Saxony, I think I saw the ghost of Soap's Lonesome. How does that grab you?
It was probably a scarecrow caught up in the wind. It was quite a storm last night. Wait till you see what it did to the garden.
This was no scarecrow. Going back out there later and nose around.
Nick, I wish you would stop this Grace Everdeen thing.
Who's been talking to you?
What does it matter? It's such a local sore spot.
I promised Dave Atwell I'd deliver a book, one that'll sell. What would you have me write about? Mrs. Zalman's quilting bee?
It's something that they don't want publicized.
Exactly. Doesn't that make you just a little bit curious? What are they trying to hide?
Not hide. Just lay it to rest. I can't say that I blame them.
You must know something that I don't.
Only what Maggie told me. It seems that while she was corn maiden and engaged to Lauren McCutcheon, Gracie Everdeen went bananas. She shamed and scandalized the whole community, and then she vanished. The next thing you know, she's killed herself. I mean, is it any wonder that everyone would want to just forget the entire episode?
Gracie went against the waves. What do you suppose drove her to do something like that?
I told you she just flipped out.
It won't wash, Beth. That girl loved Lauren McCutcheon. I've got it on good authority that she never stopped loving him. Wait a minute. If Gracie left before Harvest home, then McCutcheon had to pick another corn maiden to take her place. Beth?
Your friend. The postmistress.
Very kind of you, widow, but we've been told that Kate shouldn't be around animals.
Kate has been grooming the widow's mare for weeks now with no ill effects.
That's right, Daddy. Not even a sneeze.
You might have mentioned it.
It was the widow's idea. She wanted it to be a surprise.
Won't do her no harm.
I want Kate to have that horse.
She's gentle as a lamb, Nick. No need to worry.
Really can ride, can't she? Killed him and left him here to rot. It was here. Believe me, a man's skull. It was enormous. You don't think I'd make up something like that?
You're working on a book, I'm told.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, maybe you want to see things that ain't there. Writers have that kind of imagination, I'm told.
These stories about the revenue and the Soakses aren't any I made up.
I know, I heard them. That's all they are, Constantine. Stories.
Well, how does this grab you for a writer's wild imagination? The Soakses tracked me here, saw me find the skull, and then moved it.
Fanciful enough.
Okay, let's forget about the skull. Let's just concentrate on a simple charge of assault. That crazy moonshiner fired a shotgun at me. Or is that just considered another quaint custom around here?
Ain't nothing quaint about trespassing, mister. Now, the lonesome's big, and we ain't too clear about boundary lines. You could have been poaching on Soakes' property. Serious offense. Trespassing.
What I hear you telling me, Constable, is that this is something for the state police. Or the prosecutor over in Saxony,
Well, you do what you gotta do, mister. But before you go stirring up another fish fry, you better know this. When that revenue man disappeared, police swarmed down on the combe thicker than flies. County, state, treasury.
Even the FBI. Except for trampling down a lot of corn. They come up empty. Same as you. It's a long walk back.
I can use it.
Voices travel in this hollow.
As I'm standing here, widow, I saw a skeleton in that trunk.
Likely the bones of the revenuer. God rest his soul. I'll warrant the Soaks has moved him. Constable's getting old. No two ways about it. But aren't we all? Mushrooms are abundant this year.
Those your shears?
They'll turn up. Ha-ha! Fly, I direct.
Isn't that poison?
Only supply. Cures chilblains, properly treated, halt. St. Vitus dance.
You're a remarkable woman, widow. All that folk wisdom and magnetism wasted on a village of how many souls?
429.
And they're all yours.
All mine, Nick?
Even Beth. You converted a devout non-believer, widow.
Many things exist. Things beyond,
The ken of man.
and others even within his ken. Depends on how broad a ken a person's got.
I've lost Beth to you, widow. The Kate's next. I can feel it coming.
You got it twisted. This here's the earth. Full, abide, and faithful. God finds a man's invention. But it's the earth that's the friend of womankind. It's not the likes of me taking death from you. It's the earth. But she can be found again if a person looks right hard.
How?
Oh, there are ways. Man's got to learn what's possible.
Tossing a hen through the door brings good luck. Sophie! Look who's here. Come on in.
Your husband has a wonderful sense of humor. I brought you something.
Oh, for me.
Open it.
Well, all right. All right. Oh, Justin, look.
What do you think?
Nobody ever did the likeness of me before. Thank you.
It is Sophie to the life.
I'm going to go hang it in the bedroom right now, if it pleases you.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Constantine, may I ask you something?
Sure.
I have some egg money put aside, and I was wondering what it would cost to do a painting.
I would love to do a painting of you, Sophie.
Not me, Justin.
I'll get started on it as soon as I get my manuscript off to my publisher.
And you'll have it done in time for harvest home.
If it means that much to you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Patented in 1760. And about the most recent machine purchased for the farm. And this land here. It's all been farmed by hooks for almost 300 years. Not owned, mind you. No, farm. Can't own the land. That's a city man's thinking. Yeah. Cornwall Combe will have a bountiful harvest this year. But it wasn't always that way. 8 years ago, we had a waste.
A waste?
Now, when you've seen one of them, you never forget it. It's a drought that leaves every stalk and leaf withered, and the earth as dry as dust. And if corn won't grow, nothing will. She that brought the drought made us suffer.
She? Justin, are we talking about Grace Everdeen?
Yeah, she be the one.
How? How could she be responsible for the blight? Just because she went against the ways?
She was corn maiden. Lauren McCutcheon was harvest lord like me. It was her sacred duty to cleave to him, not curse the crops and run away. She was an unholy disaster, that one.
She was emotionally unbalanced. Maybe she wasn't responsible for her actions.
Gracie? Who told you that? She weren't no more touched than you nor me. She was evil. That's all. She had the devil in her. Why else would she...
Would she what?
I got chores.
Trace of a primitive culture. We tend to forget how appalling existence could be during those times. How hard a man had to labor for his food. How difficult childbearing was. How few medicines there were. How stern the realities of life. Who knows why Fred Minerva will let his barn burn before he put up lightning rods, or why the widow can cure things that a doctor can't, or how Missy can tell the future.
Oh, come on, you don't really believe she can do that.
Oh, Nick. There are people who appear to be endowed with special powers. Cassandra foretold the downfall of Troy. Montezuma's priest predicted the coming of the white man to the New World. There are people who get portents of disaster every day. And they're often confirmed. Maybe Missy just makes lucky guesses. Here. To you and me, it's just a foolish Gaga doll, a quaint and curious relic of another time. But to these people, it's a gardening tool. As indispensable as a hoe and not a jot more mystical. Nick, take my advice and put it back where you found it.
When the widow brought this, it was covered with cobwebs and beeswax.
The widow's mead, Must be a century old.
She said something about a new experience.
Well, here's to old elixirs and new experiences. Not a bad little home brew. I am amused by its impertinence.
What do you suppose Robert's reading these days?
Well, I think it's A Tale of Two Cities. I keep hearing the words carton and guillotine. Beth.
I'll be waiting for you.
will return to Dark Secret of Harm. Geronimo.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, what have I done to deserve that?
If you have to ask. I gather that you finished.
Mm-hmm. The outline, anyway. I have to get it off to Dave Atwell, the next mail. Now comes nail-biting time. I wonder if Cornwall Combe has a gaga doll for nervous authors.
I thought we had decided.
You decided, not me.
Nick, these people are our friends, our neighbors. We live here.
And if we live next door to Lizzie Borden or Jack the Ripper? Look, I can't help myself. Call it a compulsion and a E-Day fix, whatever. This girl, this Grace Everdeen, she just won't leave me be.
Maybe I should be jealous.
Well, I prefer jealousy to censorship. Look, Beth, you wanted me to unfetter my creative muse. Well, that's what I'm doing. But if I'm going to strangle my offspring, I might just as well have stayed on Madison Avenue.
Nick, that's not fair.
Fair is a two-way street, Beth.
I am asking you.
Ask something else.
You refuse.
Until you could give me a valid reason, something I can buy.
Well, I would have thought that last night must have proven something.
I wish you hadn't said that. I never realized our sex life was predicated on the barter system.
You Mr. Don't give birth to a girl last night.
Yeah, about time Annie Mayberry were passing over.
The Lord give it, the Lord take it away. Balance. 3 times 3, eh, Amos?
Yep.
How long you been ringing those bells, Amos?
8 ropes, maybe 9, 6, 7 years to a rope. 3 times 2 for every man. 3 times 3 for a woman.
For Grace Everdeen, too?
Oh, no, not for her. I wanted to, though. They wouldn't let me, not for a suicide. Poor Gracie. Never were a more beautiful girl. Delicate as a spring buttercup.
Before she lost her reason.
You heard then, eh? It were pitiful. Terrible year that were. Year lost all my sheep in the flood. Went off to Saxony, Gracie did, over the river. And all our luck went with her. Wouldn't set foot in Lost Whistle Bridge and Lon McCutcheon. Him that was sick with grief being harvest lord, but couldn't.
But he did. Once, anyway.
Who says?
A woman over in Saxony. She claims they met one night on the bridge.
She's wrong. Harvest lord can't leave the coombe, can't even touch a girl till harvest home, in the ways.
So she left before harvest home.
Way before, come back, though. After they'd chosen Tamar, corn maid, in her stead. Went for Tamar, Gracie did. Like to kill her, at least that's the way the women tell it.
The women? Then you didn't actually witness it yourself?
No, any of us men folk. Except Lauren. He was there. Anyways, they got Gracie quieted down somehow and sent her back over the river. 2 days later, she was found dead, drowned. How come you're so interested?
A month ago, I would have said it was a book.
No, not so sure. Maybe Gracie's ghost is pestering me to ferret out the truth. Maybe she feels she deserves a better resting place.
Don't say that. Don't you ever say that.
That's a trick of hers. We'll have to cut it. Missy, go kill a chicken for dinner. Oh, she's a Dickens, that one. What's she been telling you?
Oh, nothing. We were just playing cat's cradle, that's all. Well, thank you.
What's your hurry? Stay and have a drink. By the look of you, it won't be your first today. Roy Soaks brought me this jug of his Pies corn whiskey. Tain't bonded, maybe, but sure does get the job done.
Wrong stuff.
It'll knock the eyes out of a rooster.
I understand that you had a little tiff with Gracie Everdeen just before she shuffled off this mortal coil.
And if I did, what would that have to do with you?
Just trying to get the village history straight.
We can do better than talking about what's past. A whole lot better.
Come here, you. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You got good hands. Artist hands, I guess you'd call them. I'd call him lover's hands.
No. No, no.
Out of here! Out of here! Go on, get out! Go on! Get out! You want to know what I think of Grace Everdeen? I hope she burns in everlasting hell.
so. Something spooked him. He was fine until we got in front of Miss Penrose.
Kate? 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 Come on, Kate, come on. I got you. Beth!
The medic here, it's in the other
I'll get it. You call the doctor and the fire department.
Give me room.
Mrs. Constantine, don't let her. Don't do this to yourself. It's no use.
Out of here. You are you.
If you'll just...
Get out. Get out. Or get out. Give me one of those bamboo pins. And a knife.
Oh. Stop it. Can't you see she's dead? Let her go.
Shut up. Haven't you done enough? Oh.
Glad you're all right. Oh, it's a miracle.
Mama.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Mama.
Is Daddy be all right?
Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
tied your hands.
Cat's cradle. It's a game she plays. You've seen her doing it. Only this time Tamar had to cut me out of it.
Tamar.
Look, I am trying to tell you what happened.
You said nothing did.
It didn't.
I threw your shirt out.
Oh.
Was she really that anxious to get her hands on your body?
Beth.
If you think I'm going to sew buttons on a shirt some other woman ripped off...
Nothing happened!
Of course not.
Where are you going?
To get a broom.
Tell him what he said.
Hey, up. Stop it, Kate.
Okay. Hi, Worthy. Come on in.
Can I, be all right to visit, Kate?
Yeah, go right on up.
Come back some other time.
Yes.
Ready with your call.
Thank you. Nick, how are you? Sorry I couldn't get back to you sooner, but the reaction of our editorial committee has been, well, mixed.
What do you mean, mixed?
Nothing to worry about. We're going ahead with the book.
You're going to publish it? Fantastic!
In fact, and this is what I want to talk to you about.
Miss Havisham would often ask me in a whisper, or when we were alone, does she grow prettier and prettier, Pip? And when I said yes, for indeed she did, would seem to enjoy it greedily. Also, when we played at cards, Miss Havisham would look on with a miserly relish of Estella's moods, whatever they were. And sometimes, when her moods...
David, this is just... Well, it's terrific, that's all.
Nick!
No, I'm still with you. Let me just be sure I understand. You're going to do the coffee table book. And besides that, you want me to write another book on the ghost of Soaks Lonesome and the Grace Everdeen story.
Right. Now, you just be sure you get some of that New England witch flavor into it.
They're not witches, David.
But you know what I mean. Love potions, dark of the moon, secret herbs. Come on, Nick. That stuff sounds like crazy.
Okay, what is this?
What?
You don't look at me anymore? You're not even looking at me now.
No.
Well, why not? Kate.
All right. You're not behaving the way the young lord should.
I'm not behaving. Kate, you're getting just like the rest of them.
I hope so. I don't want to be the way I was. Sad all the time. And lonely.
Kate, listen to me.
Look, I'm starting to have friends. Lots of friends. The widow was teaching me things.
The widow.
What's happened to you, Worthy? You didn't used to be like this. You don't have to be now. People want to like you. You're the young lord.
Kate, you don't even understand.
If you think I'm going back to being lonely, you're crazy.
I am not crazy. They are. All of them.
Keep away from me, Worthy Pettinger.
Kate, please.
No. For me, you are Bane.
scheming to leave. Are you crazy? Don't you know the rule about the young lord?
I know.
You don't know anything. 7 years as the harvest lord. 7 years of prosperity for this farm, and you want to throw it away. Throw it away. You're selfish. Dad, you understand. Tell her, make her understand. Oh. You've got no right to keep me here. I'll leave if I want. We've got the right. You're the young lord worthy. You can't go against the ways. You won't.
Alone? Well, Kate's upstairs dressing for church, Worthy. It's tithing day, you
I'm not
know.
looking for Kate. I just want to make sure we're alone. It's you I want to see.
Well, sit down. Want some coffee?
Mr. Constantine, you got to help me. If you don't, I can't leave.
Leave?
I couldn't go while Kate was sick. Now that she's... Look, I'm going. I have to. In a couple of months, I'll be able to join the Navy.
What about agricultural school?
I'll have to wait a while. They stole the money I saved.
Who?
My parents.
There, should be about 70, 80 bucks there. You pay me back when you can.
Mr. Constantine, could you, do you think you're going to be planting corn next year?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, if you are, you could use a tractor. Would you buy mine?
Yeah, but I won't have any cash until after I get the advance on my book.
Could you send me a check?
Sure, where?
I don't know yet. I'll write you as soon as I find a place. Just don't tell anybody where I am. Not anybody. Promise?
I promise. Good luck, Bette.
You're one of us now, Mr. Constantine.
God curse the corn! God damn the mother!
This is an art, too. Yeah? We'll make a farm out of you yet.
Justin, can I ask you a question?
If I can answer it.
Who is the mother? Justin?
Now that Worthy's gone, let's get ourselves a new young lord, won't we?
Can't you tell me?
I reckon it'll be, Jimmy Minerva. Should have picked him in the first place.
There have been sore mistakes. My life has been blind and I want to be
Beth, we can't go on like this.
I think Kate's getting better.
Wait on.
She misses Worthy.
Does she? Well, why didn't she think of that before he left?
What's that supposed to mean?
She called herself Worthy's friend, but where was she when he really needed her? Off with that Minerva kid or Elsie Pounder, a widow.
You know where Worthy is, don't you? You shouldn't have meddled, Nick. Not with Worthy. And not about Grace Everdeen.
No, I can't.
Sophie.
I can't. No, don't ask me to go through with it.
Why, Sophie?
Don't ask me to. If I could say, don't you think I would? You're sworn all the women are from birth.
And I, as a man, I too am sworn to respect the ways.
You're not just a man, you're the harvest lord.
And lucky to be chosen. We'll speak no more of this, Sophie.
Ready?
Yeah. When we're finished, I got a little special cider put by for a hard-working artist.
We'll drink to the best model in Cornwall Combe.
Biggest, anyway.
I was down at Lost Whistle Bridge this morning.
Catch any fish?
Uh-uh. Just an idea. I don't think Grace Everdeen killed herself. A 10-year-old child couldn't drown in that river. Could she swim?
River's high this year.
Meaning?
It was low that year. Riverbed's all full of rocks. You hit your head on one of those.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Jack? Jack. Playing games, huh?
Come on, come on. I know you saw me from the window.
When'd you get back? How come you haven't come to see me?
You old phony, this is it. Show and tell. Jack, what happened?
Yeah. Success finally caught up with him.
His tongue.
Stitched up his mouth with their canvas needles entwined. Women been nursing him ever since.
When did this happen?
Night of the bad storm.
I saw him. I saw him that night. Why aren't they in jail?
Can't get at him.
What do you mean can't? They're guilty, aren't they?
Who'd talk to the police, Jack?
Well, he could write down what happened. He could...
Yeah, can't. Right in the reach. But he'll be all right with care. Won't you, Jack? Sure you will. Many a man suffered more and come out just fine. Pump me a basin of water, would you, Nick? I want to give him a shave before I put on his medicine.
What'll Jack do now? Pretty hard for him to go back to peddling.
Well, we'll take good care of him.
Widow?
You want to talk to me, don't you? That all?
Except that I love her. More than I.
Go philandering. You gotta pay the price.
Nothing happened.
I believe you. Told Beth so. Reason she's so upset's on account of that other time in New York.
Talk to you, huh?
You want to come in for a cup of tea?
Weber's, 1B.
Is there any other kind?
Tima always wanted what she couldn't have.
Like Lauren McCutcheon?
Uh-huh.
Except she got him in the end. Oh, got of him.
Is he?
Yeah.
But wasn't Lauren McCutcheon engaged to marry Grace Everdeen?
You're mighty curious about Grace, aren't you? Well, Lauren McCutcheon was Harvest Lord. In love with Grace since he was a boy. Head over heels.
In love with him?
Love. She let him on and got rid of him. Just walked away.
Well, maybe the reason she killed herself had something to do with...
Grace was nothing but grief around here. She was corn maiden. Supposed to bring happiness and prosperity to us all. Then she started carrying on. Unseemly. Made the corn blight.
You don't mean that.
Grace was blight. Well, after she ran away, they picked Tamar to be corn maiden in her place. And Lauren McCutcheon started drinking so badly that he got himself killed by a car in Saxony one night.
I thought the Harvest Lord wasn't allowed to leave the combe.
Well, that was after his 7 years was up.
So, Lauren didn't fall off the barn.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't know, I just heard it.
Well, you heard wrong.
How can that be?
Understandable. Folks around here just as soon forget about the whole thing. It was easier to believe that Lauren McCutcheon fell off a barn than, well, easier than the truth. Don't worry too much about that. Don't. You'll find out why soon enough.
Like a drink? Now look. That's all right. Maybe you ought to call your shrink.
I don't need her.
You need something.
I have what I want. What I wanted. I'm pregnant. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you, no. I'm the one.
I behaved so badly.
No. How long have you known?
Oh. The night of Kate's accident. I'm sorry I slapped you. I thought... I just thought you didn't want me anymore, that you didn't need me, that you didn't love me. I was afraid.
I love you. I've never stopped loving you. It was the night she gave us the mead, wasn't it? Huh?
Not me. Elixir. Oh. The eternal return. Our baby will be born in the spring.
An electric sewing machine. Thought I'd die without having one. Ah, Nick, thank you.
Well, I wanted to do something. You've been so good to us, to everyone.
Things better to home,
You know very well. The CIA that operates in this town.
Tea.
That night with the elixir, you did arrange that, didn't you?
Arrange what?
The dancers in the field. Was it Justin and Sophie? Or Tamar?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It was the harvest lord and the corn maiden. The woman in the veil. The woman. Is she the mother?
That's a puzzle for you to put your mind to, Nick. When you figure it out, you'll know the most of it.
And Grace Everdeen?
No puzzle to Gracie.
Maybe not a puzzled at something people keeping a secret.
There are some secrets you'll learn to leave be, Nick Constantine.
Like what?
What? No man knows, no woman tells.
Another puzzle? I think I've got it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. You women, it's, you have some kind of, I don't know, a club, a society, something. And the sewing circles, they're really meetings. And the mother, she must be like the president of the club. Huh? Who is the mother, Widow? You?
Nope.
Does Beth belong?
Object to that?
I guess. I'm not sure. We've always tried to share things.
No woman shares everything, Nick.
Of course, I just forgot it was tonight, that's all.
We won't forget after you've been here a year or two.
I think I'll go see if there's any mail.
Vic? That painting you're doing of Justin, is it nearly finished?
Nearly.
You think you'll have it done by harvest home?
Boy, I don't know. It's only, what, a week away?
Please. You promised. You promised.
And you'll have it.
Mr. Constantine.
Most of bills, no doubt.
Oh, yeah? A couple of personal letters, though. One for your wife.
It's not fair. It wasn't our fault. He should be the one to suffer, not us.
Who are these kin? Shot. Keep on choosing young lords about a sheep.
Dear Mr. Constantine, I'm in Hartford now. I've written down my address at the top of the page. I'm using the name Smith. I'm working, but not for long. I only have 5 weeks to wait. Then I can get into the Navy without my parents' permission. I don't miss the Combe, but I'd like to see you again, and Kate.
Best time I ever had in my whole life. I mean the best. I shouldn't, but I will. Go ahead. Thank you, Will.
Play, Nick. Corn play.
harvest lord, sower of seed, tell me your bidding.
Feed thee the corn.
What? With the mother?
Feed thee the corn.
Aye, with another.
In the beginning, the land was virgin, and then the plow entered the earth to make the corn. The furrow was turned, the seed was planted, and the earth was fulfilled. Willingly, the earth received the seed. The seed sprouted and put forth its leaf. Rain and sun in their changing but never-ending cycles nourished the crop, and it was good. And there was snow and wind, and the earth slept. But beneath her cold white pillow lay a secret, and under her blanket a hope. For a time, the earth held the old Lord in her slumbering embrace. And then once more, the earth threw aside her blanket, and once more it was planting day. The Lord, who had been the young Lord, but now was harvest Lord, rose before our eyes, strong, young, beautiful. And so it will continue forever, the eternal return.
Plow the furrow. Let the new Lord plow the furrow.
Chain the ladies back again. Turn the girl and then you're gonna join hands. Circle to the left, circle left, go round you go. Circle to the left on heel and toe. Circle to the left till you get back home and then head two couples rattle that through. Turn the girl and rattle that through the other way back and turn the girl and join hands. Circle to the left, go round you go and reverse. Circle to the right, go round the ring and a roosters crow and the birds sing. Circle to the left, go round you go. Circle left on the heel and toe and allo left with the old left hand. Part to right with the right and left band. Band oh right and a left go round.
having a good time.
A good time? With all these wonderful, clean-living people of yours, huh?
Nick, I said leave her be.
Kate. Tithing day. Husking bee. Corn play. Harvest home. Home.
What no man may see, nor woman tell. Feel how warm I am. We could swim if you want.
Get away.
Don't you want to?
That freaky kid of yours and that freaky doll of hers. That dance.
It's just a country dance. An old country dance. Part of Harvest Home.
Harvest Home.
You don't even know what that is, do you? You want it, don't you? It's this. And this. And this. Celebrate this. The mother.
The mother.
Haven't you ever smelled her perfume on a still summer night? Haven't you ever ached for the touch of her? The warm and exciting, so soft and cool. And tempting.
The mother.
And all her wonders. And her mysteries.
Would you like something to eat?
Kate, honey, about last night,
It's okay, Daddy.
Mom, I'll go tell Maggie we'll be ready in a few minutes.
Great.
going somewhere?
Saxony. Do some shopping. Maggie's going with me.
I'm going to take Justin's portrait over there a little later. It's, just need a last touches on it.
Good.
Okay, I was drunk. I was hammered out of my skull. It won't happen again. Oh, damn it, say something.
What's there to say?
Something, anything.
All right. You live it down. It'll take some time, maybe not that much. People here can be very understanding.
Understood. Well, wait a minute here. Oh, what I did may have been wrong, but,
As long as you take them the way they are. Accept the village. Accept the customs.
I have been trying to.
The way they are. No more interfering and no more prying. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you for finishing it in time. I'll get Justin.
Reckon a fella could come over and have a look at it now? You're not bad. Not bad at all.
This morning.
What went on last night weren't all your fault. Boys made it up among them. They set out to see you really hung one on.
Well, I really did. Guess they're still pretty sore at me, huh?
Won't last, though. They don't really care for themselves. What they may have trouble getting over is how you thumbed your nose at the ways.
The ways. I don't think I'll ever understand the ways. I don't think I want to.
You'll learn. Not hard. Simple, mostly. Food comes from the earth. Earth has to be reverenced.
The mother?
Didn't you figure it out yet? What went on the night that you drank the widow's mead?
You know more about that than I do.
You must have put it together by now. Who the woman was?
Sure I have. Sophie.
Wasn't Sophie.
Come on.
She wasn't a woman, Nick.
Why should I believe you?
Because I'm telling you the truth.
You didn't before.
Before?
Grace Everdeen. You said that the river was low that year, and she was killed on the rocks.
She was.
Amos told me there was a flood then. All his sheep drowned.
Amos is old. Gets befuddled. Best we get back to that now.
No more interference and no more crying. Okay?
Befuddled? Who says I'm befuddled?
Amos!
Shh. In church, lower your voice.
Maybe you got the years mixed up.
Never.
I was told that there was drought the year she died.
Think I'd make a mistake about something like that? I'd tell you Gracie were drowned. It were after the drought.
Anybody could be wrong about something like
Ain't
that.
anybody, neither was she. You. All right. Come on. Want to find out, don't you?
Amos? Amos?
That's her. That's Grace.
What about the grave?
Told me to dig a hole in with the told water filled the Pat, so they dug. I couldn't leave her there in the cold and dark and damp. Bad enough she drowned once. I weren't going to let her drown again. Not my Gracie. She never did nothing wrong. So pretty she was. Pretty and tiny. Delicate. Light as a fairy, the way she moved. The way she moved.
Amos,
She never knew how much she was
Small? Grace was small, Amos?
Delicate as a flower.
Not big. Ungainly?
Gracie, look at the coffin.
I'm sorry, Amos. I have to do this.
No, you can't. You can't. No. No. No.
I don't know how I did it. I did it in a moment. I intercepted Jip. I had Dora in my arms. I was full of eloquence. I never stopped for a word. I told her how I loved her. I told her I should die without her. I told her that I idolized and worshipped her. Jip laughed madly all the time. When Dora hung her head and cried and trembled, my eloquence increased so much the more. If she would like me to die for her, I just said a word and I was ready. Life without Dora. I couldn't bear it, and I wouldn't. I had loved her every minute, day and night since I first saw her.
Of course I'm sure, Mr. Constantine. Absolutely certain. You don't have to take my word for it. Mind you, I'm not accustomed to being called a liar.
Mrs. O'Byrne, I didn't call you a
You'll be able to see for yourself. Delicate, tiny, pretty, they called her.
Very.
Homely as a horse. What kind of pretty little girl would wear a thing like that?
Grace's?
You don't reckon it's mine, do you?
No, I don't. Her other clothes?
Not satisfied yet. Still think there was a wee wraith of a girl wearing size 11 shoes.
If I could.
You could. If you're satisfied, Mr. Constantine, I can offer you a glass of iced tea. I never noticed that when I packed Grace's things. Now what? I know. There was a box in her room, and I heard she was engaged to be married before she turned up here. But a dress that size? What? I always thought she was pregnant to that boy from the Combe, the one she was engaged to. Not that I'd ever say anything, mind you, but I was sure that's why she was going to the doctor so much.
What doctor?
Saxony's not New York, Mr. Constantine. There's only one.
You sure you don't mind? It's been a busy day.
Well, I'm glad I could get to see it all, Doctor.
Truth is, I'm glad you came in. I've been very anxious to find out how your daughter is.
She's fine.
Incredible. Mr. Constantine, that girl was dead. I know she was. But that woman did, well, made me feel like a quack. Tracheotomy, I heard. It's incredible.
Well, you did what you could.
Thanks. I wish your wife was as understanding.
Well, I'm sure she is by now. It's just... Well, actually, she was a little upset that day.
She still is. I tried to call her a few times. Wanted to tell her how sorry I was about what happened. Give her the results of her pregnancy test. She hung up on me every time. But of course, by now she knows, doesn't she?
Knows what?
That she's not pregnant.
Not pregnant?
Negative. The rabbit's still alive.
She looks pregnant.
Well, likely it's just that she wanted a baby so much she's acting out the symptoms. Hysterical pregnancies are fairly common with women her age and background.
Doctor, I'd like to find out if she can get pregnant.
Well, why wouldn't she be able to?
Well, I had the mumps a few years ago. Now you've got me wondering.
Simplest thing in the world.
on. Yeah.
Just like the folks. Mom? Mom, Jimmy's truck broke down. We've got to go for more wood. Could we borrow the station wagon? I mean, if you're not using it?
Oh, I'm not, but your father must be.
You know where he is?
No.
Oh. Well, anyhow, I hope he gets back in time for kindling night.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he does.
I don't know, Mr. Constantine. It's not exactly ethical.
Grace Everdeen is dead, Doctor. And I promise I won't use your name. Now, there's talk she became mentally unbalanced.
That's understandable. You see... Excuse me. Yes? All right, Hazel. Your test results are ready. My nurse is going to slip next door and pick them up.
Thank you. Grace?
She had acromegaly.
Acro what?
Megaly, a pituitary disorder. Hereditary and particularly prevalent among Swedes. Grace's mother was Swedish. It can be treated if you catch it in time. Grace came to me for 2 months, and she went away. By the time she came back, it was too late. The disease was out of control, poor girl.
What do you mean out of control?
Well, you see, acromegaly victims develop amazing strength. They display unbalanced behavior, aggressions, delusions, depression. In extreme cases, and Grace was one of them, giantism.
Does that mean what it sounds like?
She grew from 5 feet to nearly 7. Her hands, her feet, enormous. But most of all, I kept these. Mr. Constantine, are you all right?
Jack, there's something I have to tell you. I saw the ghost of Soak's Lonesome, too. The one you saw, the skull in the tree. No, easy. Take it easy, Jack. There's more to tell you, and then I want you to tell me. You can. You have to. The ghost, Jack. It's Grace Everdeen. She didn't commit suicide. The Soakses must have killed her, bashed her head in. But why, Jack? Why?
What?
This.
Web is English. 1B. Send to London for it.
Wasn't this Soakses? The widow? And the women who were nursing you? You scissors on you? The widow Shears. Was it she lost them? Floorboard? I'll get it.
if I, Okay, all right, I'm going to go to the state police. I'll tell them the story. Will you confirm it? All right, good. Okay, right. Okay, now, first I've got to get my wife and daughter out of here. I'll pick you up on the way out of town. And then we'll make sure they get what they deserve, all of them.
It's time!
Talk to you, too, about Tamar Penrose.
Okay, we'll discuss that later. Right now, I have got to get you and Kate away from here.
I am not going anywhere, and neither is Kate.
Kate, you understand. Some of these people are monsters. They're killers. That's why they've been so damn secretive. Now, let's not waste any more time talking. Let's get Kate and get out here.
No. This is where I belong. This is my home. This is where my baby is going to be born.
Hey, listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you.
You've got to. A baby. It won't be born.
What?
Ever.
But
No, you're
I'm
not. You
pregnant.
can't be. I am sterile. I have been ever since I had the mumps. I just found out this afternoon. No, darling, it's because you want me so much. I'm sorry.
Leave her be, Nick Constantine. Leave her be.
Go to hell!
You'll bear a child in the spring, Beth. It is prophesied. Come here.
Let me tell you about your beloved Mary Fortune. About what she did to Jack Stump. She cut his tongue out with these. And there's more, much more. That club, that society that you think so much of. They murdered Grace Everdeen on Harvest Home 7 years ago.
You're a fool, Nick Constantine. I pity you.
Come on, Beth. We'll go now.
Wait! Understand this. She bears as a woman bears, as your wife shall bear. But a woman is mortal and dies. She does not. She is ever present, ever fruitful. She is the mother. Let us pay her tribute. Let us serve her. May the Lord preserve the mother as she preserves us. And let it be known, from this time forth, the man you see here is an outcast. We'll turn our backs on him and shun him. He is forbidden to all. He is Bane.
time, Sophie.
Honey? Wake up.
I couldn't do it. I love you too much.
Sophie? Maggie.
I'm sorry they wouldn't let me in any earlier.
What time is it?
A little before 11. Lamb chops, potatoes, and peas. I hope you don't mind your
Maggie,
eggs.
I gotta get out of here.
Well, of course you do. It's ridiculous having you locked up like this. Constable Zalman is not particularly receptive right now. I'll talk to him first thing tomorrow.
I can't wait until tomorrow. I've got to get to Beth and Kate tonight. Now help me, Maggie.
Nick, you don't understand this town the way I do. You've got to be patient. First thing tomorrow.
Tonight, Maggie. I've got to get out of here tonight.
Why?
Because it's Harvest Home.
What has Harvest Home to do with it?
I'm not sure. I do know it has something to do with some of the women and a clearing in the woods, and whatever it is, I gotta get Beth and Kate out of here. Now, you gotta get out of here too, Maggie. You gotta take Robert and just get out.
You're a fool, Nick Constantine. A stupid, meddling fool. Did you forget? I was born here. Of course the women go to Soak's Lonesome tonight, only not some of them. All. And that's why you're staying here. Tonight is not for you or any other man. The Soakses keep them away from the woods. But Beth and Kate will be there.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Maggie. I saw them dragging Beth away. She was fighting.
Really? Why don't you just have your dinner and let... 3 times 3? A woman.
Is she dead?
Nicole, beat her! She's cut her wrist! She's killed herself!
could she do it tonight?
Amos shouldn't have run. She don't deserve it.
There'll be a blight on the
She'll
trail.
be a blight! A blight on the trail! You remember Gracie Everdeen? That was a blight! The blight was
There'll be no blight. Not if we do what we must now. Take her away.
No! No! No!
How could she do it?
Josephine! Josephine!
Now, Justin, we'll take care of her. Good care. We must have a new corn maker.
I'd like to.
Tell us, widow, who'll be Corn Maiden? I will. No, that's not right. Tamar's been Corn Maiden. I could be. I want to be.
Or me. What about me, widow? Just a minute. We should vote.
We'll vote in the church.
What'd they do with Gracie?
You get me out of here and I'll tell you.
I can't. Tonight's the harvest home. No man's allowed to be out after midnight's near that now. Please, I have to know what happened to Gracie. Where is she?
Amos, help me.
Gwydion. What? Gwydion Penrose. Remember what I told you about her? His house built where the post office is now. Built with pets. Had trapdoor floor. Escaped on a run clear across common, but come up in the root cell of his barn. Where the church is now.
a long way for him. I began to think I would do it today. It was a long way for him, I said, for he had nothing to uphold him on the journey. Wasn't he fed, poor thing? Asked Dora. I began to think I would put it off till tomorrow. Yes, I said. He was. I mean, he had not the unutterable happiness that I had. No! And said afterwards, I sat in the interval in a corner. I seemed to be sensible of that happiness at one time of the day. I saw now that I was in for it, and it must be done on the spot. You didn't care for that happiness in the least, said Dora, slightly raising her eyebrows and shaking her head. When you were sitting by Miss Kidd.
Who's there? Kidd,
Who is it? I should observe.
Nick, I'm glad you came over. Well, sit down. Pour yourself a drink.
Where are the keys to your car?
What?
I need a car. Mine's not here.
Nick, I wish you'd sit down.
Where are the keys?
All the cars are parked behind the commons, locked. They're all that way. Always on Harvest Home. Nick, take my advice. Go home. Stay out of sight.
I have to get the police.
Are you crazy, Nick? You don't understand. There are so many things you don't understand. Why do you think they let you come here? They need you. They need new blood. Children. Go home. Stay there.
They've got Beth.
Listen to me, Nick. All the roads are blocked. The Soaks are paid to patrol the forest to keep you out. You don't have a chance of getting...
I have to try.
You're a fool, Nick. Do you want to end up like me?
Oh, my God.
7 years ago, I had to find out, too. I had to try to learn what no man may know, no woman tell. And Nick, no man has known. Not since the dawn of time.
What did you see?
I sit here, pampered, my food cared for like a baby, and I'm afraid to speak out. I'm afraid. I shouldn't even be talking to you now. They could kill me.
Robert, what did they do?
I don't know. They caught me before I found out. Nick!
Behold, this is our anointed, our Lord of the growing crops, our God whose Godhead is the corn. The Spirit has been in our Lord, lo, these 7 years. The corn is flesh of his flesh, the blood and the sinner. We thank him. We thank him. We thank him. Hear me, for as we glory in our Lord, as we sing his praises, let us speak with the tongue of the goddess who dwells in the earth. Our mother sustains us. Our mother sustains us. We esteem our Lord. He of all men shall know the secret of the mother. He shall know. 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 He shall know.
Okay, boys, spread out. Now, you boys go that way. Roy, over there. I'll try it over here. Okay, Paul, be careful.
The Lord lives, and the Lord shall live. Remember him well this night and forever. Remember him well, the farmer, Justin Hook. the corn will be made. Let him see. Beth! 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 Make thee the corn. 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 Make thee the corn.
Why, aren't you watching? Huh? You wanted to see, didn't you? Look. He's taken her now. The sweet corn baby.
Taken. Enough.
No, you've got to be kidding.
But it's true, Mother. It's the most beautiful dress I've ever seen you wear.
Looking the way I do, come on.
Look, it might turn cool later. Should I take one for you?
Maybe you better have, dear. Thanks. Isn't it a lovely day for a picnic?
Certainly is, Mrs. Constantine.
Well, if it isn't the harvest lord.
Picnic basket ready to take out?
Almost. Not quite.
Morning, Squirt.
Morning. Want to see the shirt I sewed for you?
Isn't it for my birthday?
Yeah.
I can wait.
I can't. Morning, Widow.
Morning, Kate. Good morning. Morning.
Jamie, would you go over and ask Maggie if she's almost ready?
Sure thing.
Thanks.
Kate sure is filling out. She'll make a lovely corn maiden. And speaking of filling out,
Missy says that it will be a boy and that his name should begin with J. I thought maybe Joshua.
yeah, I like that. Well, you're all set.
Almost. I won't be a minute.
No hurry.
Oh, Nick, dear, you haven't eaten your breakfast again. Didn't I cut it up small enough for you? There. There. Won't you try a little bit now? No? Well, you know best how hungry you are. Darling, I do wish you'd come with us. It's such a lovely day. Robert's coming. Well, another time. I won't be long, darling. And tonight I will make some liver for you for dinner, just the way you like it. What am I thinking of? I almost forgot.
My dear Copperfield, cried Traddles, punctually appearing at my door, in spite of all these obstacles. How do you do? My dear Traddles, said I, I'm delighted to see you at last, and very sorry I've not been at home before. But I've been so much engaged. Yes, I know, said Traddles, of course. Yours lives in London, I think. What did you say? She, excuse me, Miss D, you know, said Traddles, colouring in his great delicacy.